Hello and welcome to another update video about mana. I think we need to talk mana here because the initial target area that I did have set a little bit higher here has been broken. So the price has just gone through, which I talked about in I think yesterday's mana video or the one before, that I said we were coming dangerously close, I think, already to the low of the target area. And if it is not possible to hold that, we have to go to the higher level wave count of mana. And in my view, we are going here into this area then. And this is now where mana has the next chance to turn around. Obviously, in accordance with Bitcoin, everything needs to be looked at in accordance with Bitcoin, but it is from that high level wave count now, we need to understand where prices could be going in a certain market condition. And currently, I mean, those prices that I did have on the chart back then were already quite bearish, but I think probably not bearish enough. As we can see now for mana, it should have been the higher level wave count, unfortunately. So that's where we're going now, and we've already come to the 78.6 FIB level at 171, found support there, exactly there again at the FIB levels, and the 88.7% would be the lower support of that target area. Now we are currently sitting at nearly $2 again. I think we're gonna see that again. That's what my view would be. It could go down, in my view, as low as $1.18, within this scenario. I mean, yeah, it can go lower, of course it always can, but with the highest likelihood I would expect it to turn around from here. It has a good chance to do that between these two Fibonacci levels, and it would basically be here that sort of 80-90% sell-off that you normally expect for an altcoin in a significant correction. The price is currently holding above the 200-day moving average at around $1.90, so we're just above that. So we did come all the way down to that Fibonacci level, but bounced off and are now back above the 200-day moving average. On the daily, we're now oversold, which is also why probably the price bounced off there a little bit. But overall, I think there is more scope, unfortunately. Here on the 4-day as well, we can drop down a little bit more. On the weekly, we've just crossed the MACD bearish, and unfortunately that's only just happened. So I think we can expect here lower prices for mana. Prices not imaginable just a few weeks ago. And even with my scenario, even everybody said I'm generally too bearish with my, not everybody, your channel members know that it's not too bearish necessarily. It was short-term bearish, but that's what it needed to be because we are now seeing these corrections play out and my target level is reached. But this one should have been more bearish. But there you go. Sometimes you get these target levels and then you have to reevaluate how the price is going into these levels. And the previous level that I had set, I think we just came in there very well. I think it was just below the previous wave here. So we came through there just too fast. So then you have to expect the next FIB level to be reached, and that is here 171. Now we did reach that. If we drop again, that would be again the next support, and then the next key support would be at around $1.18. That is the 88.7% FIB level, and then on the way up in the next wave, I think that's a good thing. The lower you drop, the more you typically go up as well. It's like a spring. I did explain that before. Whatever you pull, it gets released, or if you push it down and then you release it, it's basically springs the other way. And you can then expect here already at the 1.618 extension, that would already be a $9.18 mana. But it could all the way go up to the 2.618. That's what we often see for a wave 3, and that would be a wave 3 in my view. Could go to $14.50, and that would be a nice move up. And someone asked me, what's likely to do 10x after this correction? And I think a lot of them will. It's just to understand that the correction might not be over yet, but if it's over, that is, when you pick the right moment. And I already started to dollar cost average into most of them at these levels, because I don't think we're going to see these lower levels for a long time. I think there will be a fairly quick recovery. Now that's not guaranteed. I just think it will be, because it should be a wave 3 what we're seeing now, and a wave 3 normally starts quite impulsively. I gave you examples for that in past videos. So dollar cost averaging in for me now is my personal strategy is gonna set it up for me for the future to really buy low and then sell high. And that's what I did in the previous bull run as well. That's how I also made good profits with Cardano, because I did buy early enough. And when you buy in these corrections, again, not financial advice, but typically then in the next major wave up, that's only when people will start buying again, unfortunately, when we're going to see possibly new all-time highs. That's when people will get when we, I can already foresee when we're going to see the $6 mana, people will, is it too late to buy? But this is where I think it is very attractive. This is where it's getting attractive. And yes, of course, prices could drop lower. In the end, it's very hard to time the exact low anyway. Mindset is very important, not to panic. I think a lot of people selling everything now, panicking, people talking about the crypto market dying already, but it's happened so many times before. And it's nice to see this correction play out, because it will reset most of the indicators on the charts. You can see them all come down very, very much, which is very healthy, because the lower they come, the higher they will normally go in the next wave up. That's my view on Mana. I hope you liked it. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.